walls align. So we pretty much have our Revit drawing here, our Revit model is very close to what our sketch is. But let's take a look at the Align tool because that's something we're going to be using as we work and as we go along. So let's create a little scenario where we want to use that. Perhaps we want to expand this room so this wall is in line. The outer face of that wall is in line with this reference plane. I'm going to click on the Align tool. This is found under Modify in the ribbon. And you can also type in AL, A-L, no enter. That will give you the Align command. So I've clicked on the tool. Remember, destination first. So this is where you want it to go. This is what you want to go. So that face, I want to line up with that. Don't lock it. We'll talk about that later, but generally, as a general rule, don't lock it. That's called constraining, and that can cause some issues down the road. So we tend to not lock that. So that's the basics of the Align command. I want to give you one more caution, and that is how Align reacts with walls that are joined. And it can cause some potential frustration that we want to work through. I'm going to undo just so I have my wall back in the correct location. But let's create a scenario over on this side now. So I'm going to go to the split tool. And we're just going to draw something there and there. So we're splitting the wall, creating a new wall segment inside of here. And I'll hit Escape twice. Now we're going to click that little piece that we made. Then we're going to go to our type selector and just choose anything else. Brick on CMU. Okay. So there it is. Now we look at that and say, well, you know what? Let's zoom in. I'm going to roll in using my scroll wheel. I want the outer face to be lined up with the outer face there. I know. I'll use the Align tool. So you go to the Align tool. You pick destination first. Then you pick on the object, the face of the object you want to line up, and notice how it did something funny here? That's because the walls tend to want to be joined, so it can cause this funny little situation. I'm going to undo and show you how to get around that. Let's hit Escape twice. We just want to be on the Modify cursor. That's just sort of your general no command. If you hit Escape twice, that's where you go. Let's click on that little wall segment, and let's just shorten it and just pull it a little bit farther off that wall. Notice what happens. This distance has been retained, but this little wall here is now completely disassociated with these other walls. Let's click on the Align tool first. Destination, then the object. Didn't move the other walls because it's not joined anymore. I'm going to hit Escape twice. Let's click on the wall segment that we want to move over, and now let's just drag it up back to its original location. And it will join back up, but you can notice that now it's in line. So that's a little bit of a practical how-to as you're using the Align command. Let's undo that as well. Really, our ultimate goal here, especially in drawing these walls, is to draw the sketch. Let's just confirm the sketch. So here's the sketch here. We've got some exterior walls. We've drawn right across any openings, doors, windows, openings. We draw right across them because we're going to put those in as objects. We've drawn interior walls. We've drawn exterior. Let's confirm a couple dimensions to make sure we're okay. 17 feet and 5'8". Let's pick those two. So let's go to Modify, Measure. This should be 17 feet. That says 17 as well as in the options bar. Let's do this one here. 5'8". This should be 5'7". This right here should be 10 feet. So it looks like we're right on track to continue our model.